All right, we have Adrian and Max here from the Mambas. So, guys, how are you?
Good.
I'm doing good.
So, you guys just came off a win. What did you guys do well individually as players in the last game?
I did well in defense and also shooting.
Defense and great ball movement.
And what class are you in and what school do you go to?
Legacy Middle School and class of 2026.
I go to Tahita Middle School and I'm class of 2026.
And what about your team? Describe your team to us. How do you guys play?
We did pretty good on the ball movement and also we made a lot of our layups and jump shots.
Great ball movement and defense. Great defense.
What about yourself as a player? What are your strengths?
I'm good at finishing and making my free throws.
Finishing and shooting.
Well, thank you very much, Max and Adrian, and good best of luck to the Mambas. All right, we had Rushton and Trayson here from the Hornets, from Hayes County Hornets. So, guys, how are you?
Pretty good.
I'm good.
So, you guys fresh off a victory. So, what did you do well, like individually as a player in the last game?
I shot the ball pretty well.
I'd say my defense and assists, playmaking.
Okay, and what about you guys collectively as a team? What did you do collectively? Let's start with you, Trayson.
Collectively as a team, I'd say we did pretty good, ball movement and everything, but I think we lack a little bit of communication and listening to coach was more.
Yeah, pretty much listening to coaching to work on, and we did good at ball movement down the stretch, but yeah.
Okay. And what about you guys individually as players? What are your strengths?
Probably playmaking and shooting.
I'd say defense and finishing, paint.
Cool. So you guys are from Austin. So what class are you in?
2026.
2026, yeah.
Okay, and you guys have a couple more games coming up. So what does your team need to do in order to win those games?
Listen to coach.
Yeah, listen to coach and run our plays more. I'd say that would be a big part of it.
Well, thank you guys very much from the Hayes County Hornets. Best of luck going forward. All right, we got Seamus and Keen here from the Hornets. So, guys, how are you?
Good.
Good.
You guys just came off a W. So, first of all, what did your team do well in that last game in order to get the win? Starting with you, Keen.
Our press was really good, and we played great defense.
We had good defense, and we were scoring the ball the majority of the time.
Okay. And talk about that press, because you guys play press most of the game. Talk about how that causes so much havoc for the offense.
We have a strong press, and we have a lot of weapons on our press, so you can't really go anywhere with it.
Yeah, it's like what he said. We basically overcompensate for our defense because we got guys standing back and we got guys trapping. So yeah.
Okay. And what about you guys individually as players? What grade are you in, and what school do you go to? Starting with you, Seamus.
I'm in 8th grade. I go to Dahlstrom Middle School.
I'm also in 8th grade and go to Dahlstrom Middle School.
And let's talk about y'all as players. What are your strengths? What are you known for as a player?
I have good defense and I can shoot here and there.
I can shoot here and there. I can finish, and I got pretty good defense.
And do you have any more games coming up?
We're in the championship right now.
Okay, so last question for you. What is the keys to victory in that championship game? Starting with you, Keith.
We just got to keep the defense up and hopefully our shots fall.
Keep the intensity, get the trap well, put the ball in the bucket. Simple as that. That's how you win the game.
Well, Hornets are going to be playing in the championship game. Best of luck, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. All right, we have Paul and Nathan here from the Hornets who just won the championship. So, guys, first of all, congratulations. Show off your rings for the camera. Yep, that champion. So, first of all, how are you guys?
Good.
Pretty good.
So, how does it feel to win the championship? You guys had 3 grueling games, and now you guys are out on top. How does that feel?
It feels great. I mean, we came home with the rings.
I mean, you can't say much. We didn't play great in the first game, but we pulled out with the win.
Right, it just matters you guys get the win. That's okay. And what about your team? For those who have not seen your team play, describe the Hornets. Are you guys a three-point shooting team, defensive team? What is your team identity?
I mean, we can do it all. We have a really good defense, though, and great chemistry, so.
Same there, but we can shoot. I'm just saying, some of us can shoot.
You guys can shoot and you have size. So talk about that. You guys have an all-around team that can do many different things. How hard is that for the defense to stop?
I mean, we got tall people and quick people, so it's kind of like you have to have lengthy and quick people.
I mean, it's difficult. When we're on our game, nobody can stop us.
I love that confidence for sure. And what school do y'all go to, and what grade are you in?
We go to Wimberley, and I'm in 8th grade.
Same school?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and last question for y'all before you get out of here. What are your strengths as a player? What are you known for? Starting with you, Nathan.
I think I'm best at my defense and my grittiness on defense.
Okay.
Dribbling and shooting.
Well, again, congratulations to the Hornets and congratulations, guys. Thank you very much. All right, we had Connor and Drew from Team Impact. So, guys, how are you?
Good.
Good.
So you guys just came off a tough loss. How do you think your team played collectively, and what do you guys need to do better and down the road in order to get the win?
Communicate and just making all our shots.
Communicate, talking on defense, talking on offense, working as a team in general.
So, and what did you guys do individually, like as a player in that last game?
I shot a couple of threes, and I drove to the basket a lot.
I controlled the ball on my team, trying to tell my teammates where to go, what to do, and just controlling them since I'm a point guard.
Okay. And what class are you in, and what school do you go to?
8th grade, and I go to Garcia Middle School.
I'm also in 8th grade, and I go to Hobby Middle School.
Okay, and last question. What are your strengths as a player? What do you guys do really well individually?
I'm a really good shooter, and I'm good on defense.
I'm good at controlling the ball, shooting, and telling my teammates what to do, like a leader. I'm a good leader, sir.
Well, best of luck, guys, going forward, and best of luck to Team Impact. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have Caitlin and Giovanna here from the Hayes Hawks. So, girls, how are you?
Good, hanging in there. I'm doing good.
You guys just came off a tough win. So, what about your team? Describe your team who's not seen you guys play.
We're just coming together. I think we've been working hard in practice, and we're a lot of guards. Like, we really don't have a set post, so it's just a whole bunch of guards playing together, trying to get to know each other.
Yeah, just having as much chemistry as we can, so we can play our best basketball.
Talk about that coming together as a team. How are you guys building that chemistry?
I mean, we all get along. Like, it's a good atmosphere in the locker room and at practices. Like, we all joke and have fun, and so we're coming together as like friendship and like a basketball team. So now it's just putting it all together on the court. So
yeah, we also like train outside of school. Most of us train together, so it's just in and out of the court. We're always together, and it's just building it up. Yeah.
What about you guys individually? What school do you go to, and what class are y'all in?
So our whole team's from Hayes High School. We're actually the high school team. I'm a senior, so I'll be graduating this year.
And I'm a sophomore this year, my second year. Yeah.
What about your strengths, girls? What are you good at as a player?
I want to say my IQ. I've played all the positions. I've been tall, and then I went from post to being a guard. So I've played all the positions. My IQ's high. I've been playing since I was 3, so that's like 14 years of my life now. So
same here. But I've been a guard all my life, and I would say like my strengths are just sharing the ball really well, just like seeing the court.
And the handles.
Yep. Just being a guard. Yeah.
Right. Well, best of luck, girls, going forward, and best of luck to Hayes Hawks.
Thank you.
Sophie and Kiana here from LionLife that won a very exciting close game. So, girls, first of all, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm good.
So tell us about that game, that crazy finish, and you girls coming out on top with the victory.
Shooting, layups, don't foul like that. That's all.
That was a good game, and we just shot and we made them.
Yeah. And how does it feel to win? You know, because your team plays very hard, your team just plays very focused, and you guys are loved the coaching that your coach gives you. So how does it feel to get that win today?
It felt really good.
Yeah, good. And we have promises in our heart, believing yourself.
Yeah, it certainly showed. And let's talk about you girls collectively as players. What is your strengths? What are you good at as a player?
Ball handling.
Post guard.
Okay, and last question for you girls. What class are you in, or what grade are you in, and what school do you go to?
I'm in 5th grade. I go to Linton.
I'm 5th grade, and I go to Gilbert Elementary.
Well, thank you very much, girls, and best of luck going forward. All right, we have Elena here from LionLife, fresh off a championship. Elena, I'll let you show off your ring first before we get started to the camera. So first of all, how are you?
Good.
So how does it feel to win the championship? You guys had three grueling games, but you guys came up on top and ended up winning.
It
feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. All right. So what about you? How do you think you played overall in this tournament?
Good.
Yeah. In what way? Like, what did you do well? Shooting, rebounding, defense. What areas?
Probably shooting. Yeah.
Okay. And then what class are you in, Elena? And what school do you go to?
I'm in 6th grade and I go to Luna.
Okay.
Luna Middle School.
Awesome. And describe your team, LionLife, for us.
They're a team. They're a good team. Like they're good at playing as a team.
Yeah.
And they're like good overall. They're good.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Elena. Best of luck going forward. All right, we have Zari and Layla here from LionLife. So, girls, how are you?
Fine. Good.
So, y'all just won the championship. How does it feel? And describe the effort that you guys put in today in order to come out on top with the championship.
We hustled. I know that. We hustled hard.
Yeah.
We talked a lot, and we played our butts off really hard.
What class are you girls in, and what school do you go to?
I go to Luna,
Okay. And what grade are you in?
8th grade.
8th grade.
I go to Holmes, and I'm in 9th grade.
Okay. How do you think your girls played individually as players? Like, what did you do really well today? Was it defense, rebounding, assist, ball handling? What do you think you girls did well individually?
I think I did good on defense.
I think I did good rebounding and talking on the court.
Well, thank you very much, girls, and best of luck going forward. We have Noah, Lisa here, and Marina from LionLife. So, girls, how are you?
Good. Good.
First of all, you guys won the championship. So, how does that feel? And what did you think your team did well overall today?
We did good. Yeah.
We did good, yeah. We talked a lot on the court.
Awesome. What about you girls individually as players? What did you do well specifically today?
Defense.
Yeah.
Shooting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and what class are you in, and what school do you girls go to?
We're 2026, and I go to Terwells. I go to Luna Middle School.
Okay. And describe your team, LionLife, like your style of play and your team identity.
We've known each other for a long time, so we work together very well.
Yeah, that's basically it. We're dogs on the court, basically.
Well, that sums it up, and that's why they were so successful and won the championship. Thank you, Noah, Lisa, and Marita. All right, we have Coach D1 here of LionLife, fresh off a championship. So what's up, Coach D1?
Hey, I'm trying to figure out what I got to do to get my ring size. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's going on? It's Coach D1 for representing LionLife.
Coach of the year, I should say, program of the year.
Yeah, program of the year, coach of the year. You know, we've been doing our thing for the last 4 or 5 years, competing out here, doing what we got to do. Just trying to develop the girls and get them better. You know, just keep them working.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So talk about your team, Coach D1. For those who have not seen you guys play, what is your identity?
Identity is just being this hard-nosed basketball, this tough, that's out there, just trying to compete, playing hard every day in practice. That's what we preach: playing hard, being physical, and just getting on the girls and the boys and just make them compete every day.
Right. And how do you instill that? Because, you know, these young kids now, they think all about themselves. Like, I need to get mine on offense. So how do you instill that work ethic, Coach?
It comes with a lot of reps. You know, you just don't develop that in one day. You know, it takes time and just believing in what you got going and just sticking with it and just making the girls and the guys just believing what we doing and just having them stick with it.
And it's working, right? You're getting the results.
It's working. We out here doing the thing.
They're doing work, ladies and gentlemen, and they just came off the championships. We got to ask you, this grueling three game stretch today that you guys had. Talk about that and coming up on top, winning the title.
Well, in actuality, practice is harder than the games. So when they out there playing the games, it's kind of like they having fun and they kind of just going through just doing what they do. But in practice, you know, we get more out of them in practice. So when we play games like this, it's easier for them to kind of overcome the obstacles.
And you can tell, right? They play free, they play easy. Have fun, exactly. And that's what it's all about, right?
That's what it's all about.
Have fun and get the win. So let's talk about your background, Coach D1. How did you first get into coaching? Describe your passion for coaching and teaching these young kids.
Well, it started when I was younger. I mean, I've been playing ball since I was like 10, 11. But me wanting to become a coach kind of right after my college days. I went to the University of Incarnate Word. Oh, nice. So me and Coach Eric ran into each other 4 or 5 years ago, and I seen what he had going, and I wanted to be involved. And ever since then, just been full throttle.
Yes, sir. Ladies just doing work, getting results, and that's what it's all about. He has many more great things to come. This is a program on the rise. We're going to continue to do great things. Best of luck, Coach D1, to you and your program. Thank you so much. Sign. All right, we have Alan and Batista here from SAOT. So, guys, how are you?
Good. Good.
You guys just came off a game. So, what do you think you did well individually as a player?
Move the ball a lot, like movement, passing cuts, screens.
You know what I'm saying? Passing, cutting, shooting, driving in.
And describe your team, SAOT, for those who have not seen you guys play. Do you guys like to shoot a lot of threes? Are you a defensive team, transition team? Describe your team.
We basically like to fast break a lot. We move the ball. The more we move the ball, the more transitions we get into. Yeah.
Yeah. We focus a lot on defense and offense, both. And we like to drive in a lot and shoot. If we have a shot wide open, we take it.
Right. And what about you collectively or like individually? What are your strengths as a player?
Mostly shooting.
Driving.
Okay, and talk about that. You guys like to shoot a lot. So talk about like the amount of practice that you guys do collectively as a team in order to become such great shooters.
Well, I like shooting, yeah. And I'm sorry, I forgot that.
No, you're good. And what about you driving the ball? What's your mentality when you're going towards the basket?
Well, my mentality, like you seen LeBron James when he drives, it's like just aggressive. Yes, I'm just like want to be aggressive. Just like if I'm going for a drive, I just want to be as aggressive as possible.
Okay. Awesome. Well, best of luck, Alan and Batista, and best of luck to SAOT. Thank you very much. And we have Tyra here from Lady Hoops coming off a nice victory. So Tyra, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. So first of all, talk about that game. How did you play individually as a player?
I stepped up for my defense. My team we've been together for so long now. Our chemistry is really good, and we really didn't have to have anything other than communication.
Yeah. And what position do you play, Tyra?
I'm a combo guard.
You're a combo guard. Okay, so how do you decide when to attack the basket and when to shoot the when to shoot the ball? Because you can do both.
I read my defender. If they have their hand on my hip, I know that I can just swipe across them. If their hands are down, obviously I'm going to shoot.
Yeah. And what class are you in? What school do you go to?
I'm 10th grade, and I go to Brennan High School.
Okay. And what about your strengths as a player?
I really feel like I do a lot on the floor. I can shoot. I can go to the bucket. I think I'm just an overall player on the court.
Well, best of luck, Tyra, and best of luck, Lady Hoops. Thank you very much for joining me. And we got Nayeli here from Lady Hoops coming off a nice victory. So, Nayeli, how are you?
I'm very good.
Good. So let's talk about yourself as a player. What are your strengths?
I feel like I read the court very well. Like I know when to pass the ball, when to attack, when my players are open. That's my strength. Yeah.
Okay. And what class are you in, and what school do you go to, Nayeli?
I'm at Brennan 2024.
Okay. And also, talk about your team. For those who have not seen you guys play, describe your team's style of play.
I think we play as a team very well. We know how to use each other and how to share the ball when we need to.
Okay. Well, best of luck, Nayeli. Thank you very much. And we have Zanara here from Lady Hoops. So, Zanara, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. So you had back-to-back 20-point games. So talk about your mentality, because you're really doing great stuff on the offensive end of the floor and really taking the scoring load for your team.
My mentality is just to, when I have the ball, just try to get to the hole or try to kick it out to my teammates, whichever way we can score.
Yeah. And what about attacking the basket? Talk about that, how you're able to get angles, how you're able to effectively get past your defender, and not just get past your defender, but finishing. You're such a good finisher. So talk about that, Zanara.
Yeah, I just size up. If I see that somebody's smaller than me, or if they're even bigger, I just attack. Gotta attack the gaps. Yeah. Try to get under everybody.
Okay. And also I want to really highlight that you're an unselfish player, because yes, you can get yours, but you really take pride in giving your teammates the ball. Talk about that, about the sharing the ball mentality of your team.
It's just about everybody playing the game of basketball. Everybody get their hands on the ball. Everybody get the rotation that we need, and once we have that rotation, we just have the flow, and then we just go from there.
Yeah. And what class are you in, Zanara, and what school do you go to?
Class of 2023, Brennan High School.
Okay. And what are your strengths?
my strengths, I just like, got to see the court. I just see the floor, like never back down under pressure. All that combines into being a player I am.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, she's an all-around player, and then you have a championship coming up in about an hour. So best of luck to you, Zanara, and Lady Hoops. All right, we have Xavier and Hish here, who just won the championship, and they're from New Mexico. So, guys, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good too.
Good. So, what is your team name, and what division do you guys play in?
We're Jaysboyz, and I think we're in JV.
Okay.
Same team as you.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk about you guys individually as players. What are your strengths?
I like to say my passing and shooting.
Okay.
My shooting and rebounding.
Okay, and describe your team for us. For those who have not seen you guys play, what is your identity?
Identity, we do everything. We basically are all around team, but shooting is our strength, and we're really a good communicating team.
Yeah, we're probably good at rebounding and posting and pretty much a lot.
We have a tall team.
Yeah, tall team.
We have a 6'6". and
Okay, so talk about that. Like, how hard is it for defenses to go against you? Because you guys can both rebound, score inside. Then if they try to guard you inside, then you guys can shoot. So talk about that.
Yes, sir. So we have this one player. He's really good. He could shoot from like a little bit above half court. So it's hard to people guard him in there. And we have a strong 250-pound 6'8" dude inside. So if we got trouble shooting, we just throw it inside to him and we get layups all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he said, like if we throw it to Tylen or that guy, if he's double teamed, he'll pass it out and we'll just shoot it every time. It's hard to guard.
Talk about, you guys won the championship. You guys had 3 grueling games where you guys came out on top. And talk about that, this competition and how that stretch was for you in order to win the championship. Start with you, Hish.
It was pretty hard. There's like the second team that was just talking crap, but we still we got through it.
Yeah, we were struggling at first too. We couldn't find our groove to the end, and then at the end is when we needed it. So that's how we pulled through for the championship.
Awesome. And what are your strengths as a player?
As a player?
Yeah. As a player, you individually.
Individually, I'm really good at reading defenses and what they're gonna do. So if I blow past somebody and somebody comes to help, I know who to give it to, and where people are supposed to be.
So you have a high IQ for the games. Yeah. What about you, Hish?
I'm good at just every time there's a ball in the air, I'll just rebound it, or if I'm in the corner and they pass to me and someone's there too, I'll still make it in their face.
You're an all-around player, right? Okay, well, thank you very much, guys, and again, congratulations, and best of luck going forward. All right, we got Tylen and Evan here from Jaysboyz, fresh off a championship, and they're from New Mexico. So first of all, guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
I'm good, sir.
Good. So first of all, Tylen, you're the tallest guy I've seen and here at this tournament. So talk about using your size, using your strength to really be able to dominate in the paint.
Yes, sir. All you have to do is execute and use your technique.
Yeah, and what about you? What is your position and what kind of describe your game for us?
Well, for high school ball, I play shooting guard, but for here, I play 1 through 3. And I really try to bring the energy for the team as a shooter and as a playmaker.
Okay, and I really want to highlight your versatility. Talk about that, how you can defend multiple positions on the court, but also play offense. You can score on all 3 levels, so talk about your versatility.
Well, as a defender, you have to be moving around a lot and really active with your hands. And me being short, only 6 foot, I have to be able to jump as high as them to get a rebound, and it just puts a lot of pressure on you, but when you're doing your job right, it feels good.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys just won the championship. So talk about that grueling 3-game stretch that you guys had to go through. The second game I heard was pretty tough. So how do you talk about that and the fight of your team and the adversity that you guys faced?
The adversity we face against every team, because we try to go as far as we can. We go to Lubbock to a lot of tournaments, and we just play teams over and over to get better. So that way when we go back home, we could win a state championship and bring everybody happiness. So the versatility we play is a lot, from guys taller to 6'11" to all the way down to 5'8" that are just good. They play all, and they can play too, as better than us and as just as well.
Yeah. Anything to add?
I think you said it all, honestly. But I also think it's the game plan and team communication and the way we play and execute the game.
Okay. What about you guys individually as players? What are your strengths?
Some of my strengths are rebounding and getting big in the paint. But I like to think that I can keep the ball high and then kick out to my fellow teammates when they need to shoot the ball.
See, that's so important because big guys don't keep the ball high, and that's why they end up losing the ball. So that's an important skill that you have. What is your strength?
I feel like my strength is my passing and my IQ. I feel like I can bring a lot to a good pass up top if he needs it, and a down low bounce pass on transition.
Yeah. And last question for y'all. What class are you in, and what school do you go to?
We're class of 2023, and we go to Carlsbad High School in New Mexico.
Okay, so you guys both on that Carlsbad High. Okay, so last question for you. What are you going to learn from this tournament? What are you going to take into your high school season? What is the biggest thing you learned about yourself in this tournament?
The biggest thing I learned is that if you're having a bad game shooting, take it inside and feed your post and let them do work, so that way it opens up and creates more space for the outside for your shots to go in.
Yeah. I would say probably you need to not down your competition. You need to expect the best from everybody, even if they're from 5'8" to 6'11". You need to expect the best game from everybody, and that's pretty much it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, they're out on top as the champions from New Mexico, Jaysboyz. Thank you very much. All right, we have Jade here with the Grizzlies. So, Jade, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. So you got the best headband game so far in the tournament. So talk about the experience, in this week. I know today. You didn't win as many games as you wanted to, but what did you learn about yourself, Jade, as a player?
Today I learned that I need to practice a lot more, and that team practice is really important. And when you don't get it, you don't play as well as you should. And I was expecting to do better today, but it didn't go as planned.
What about as a team? What can you learn as a team collectively, Jade?
As a team, I think we could learn to trust each other a little bit more with the ball instead of always wanting to hog it a little bit more. And that the trust and working well together, it really helps the game.
Yeah. What are your strengths as a player, Jade? What are you known for?
As of right now, I've lately been known for driving to the basket. I think I'm pretty good at that. And then so on shooting deep. I haven't shot too much. I need to shoot more, but those are the two.
Yeah, you're definitely young, a lot of room to improve, right? And then also, Jade, what class are you in, or what grade are you in, and what school do you go to?
Okay. I'm in 9th grade, class 2025, and I go to Clark High School.
Well, best of luck to you, Jade, and best of luck to the Grizzlies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we have Alicia and Noe here from the DC Kings or Queens. So, girls, how are you?
Good. I'm doing good.
So, y'all just came off a nice game. So, talk about how your team played.
We're really aggressive. We have little mistakes that we do that didn't help us win. But at our last game, we fixed all our mistakes and we won.
And we all play with heart.
Yeah.
We love the game. Yeah.
For sure. And what about your girls individually as players? Describe your game to us and your strengths.
Well, it's skilled. It takes practice, time. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy.
Oh,
like your games. What are your strengths? What are you known for as a player?
Oh, well, I'm a really good ball handler. I sometimes shoot, but I'm really a good driver. This one here can shoot.
You can shoot, yeah. And talk about that. How do you talk about all the hours that you put in the gym, and how you became such a great shooter?
It takes a long time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it takes a long time, and just keep working.
Yeah. What about you as a driver? What's your mentality?
Don't be scared to get hit. Your goal is to go straight in, and if you get fouled, still go straight in.
Yeah. What class are you in, and what school do you go to?
I'm in 10th grade, and I go to Hornets High School.
I'm class of 2024. I go to Steele High School.
Awesome. Well, best of luck, girls, going forward, and best of luck to DC Queens.